Well, that was just the weirdest thing ever. That scene I did not realize was blocked. Which kind of sucks because, you know, the opening music is really good. Alrighty. What I have. Okay, just gonna have to do a few things. Right now, I'm kinda not sure what I'm gonna pick for a race. I mean, obviously, you know, should be this. You know, these guys are kinda cool looking. It's not an easy thing. It's also these guys. Plenty of races out there to play. It's just finding one that that would be decent. So I think Twitch is finally done acting up because it's not saying I have less than I have. Well, we'll take a quick look at some of these guys just from the
Uh-huh.
the different, you know, clans for each one, just to see if anybody has any sort of input. We got the Midlanders and the Highlanders. Then the Wildwood and the Desperate. You know, High Elves and Dark Elves. The Plains folk and the Dunes folk. You know, ears are pointed up a little bit more, slightly tanner skin, slightly. These people are freaking pale ass white. Then we got our Seekers of the Sun and Keepers of the Moon. These ones I think are like inch taller, darker skin. Ooh, oops. And the Rogadians. I don't even know if I said that right. We got the Sea Wolves and the Hell's Guard. Yeah, again, not much difference here. Maybe a little bit on the nose. That could just be a cosmetic thing. I have no idea. Aura, which, you know, my clan, the dragons. Got the Rayan and the Zayla. Different in the shape of the horns. A little bit extra as well, especially like the top of the head. Honestly, kind of like the Zayla because I like the horns better. I gotta stop doing that. The Hrothgar, which for those who might remember, Final Fantasy X, because we got the Lost. The Hellions and the Lost. Really good Lancer subtype, or subtype Lancers, because, you know, that's what he was. I gotta stop that. And last but not least, the Vera from Final Fantasy XII. And then you got the Rava and the Vena. Now, if I remember correctly, Fran was a Vena? I haven't played it in a while. And I can't remember if she was pale. I think she was. The helmet definitely makes me think Vena, but you can get that with the Rava too. In the end, I think for now we're just going to start with this. Wait for someone who might have some input to tell me otherwise. What is that? I'm not good with conversion. $85 4 inches to feet. Oh, that's a tall boy. 79.9. 6 feet 7.9 inches. Still a tall boy. No. We're going with the tall. I am not short in real life. But not tall either, but you know what? The real me. What do I want for skin? I mean, that makes me look like I'm part of the Efreet. Maybe go something a little lighter. I mean, if I want to match my skin tone, you know. I'm kidding, I'm not that pale. I tan actually really well. think I'm more like right here. Here, here. One of these two. I'll go as if I've been out in the sun for a little bit. Ooh, I look like an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, right there. My tail, obviously, very important. Dragon's tail. Very, very important. Nice and chonky. That boy thick. Hair, too, very, very important, as I have plenty on the top of my head. Absolutely, you know, they actually don't have a bald option. Thank God. Ooh, that's... that's an interesting hairstyle. I feel like if I do this, I have to be a villain. That is me. Like, this one is sort of like this. It's a very anime hair. I want to avoid that a little bit. I'll go with this one. It's stylized. It's short. It's what I would have if I could have it. A nice crimson tone. I mean, going more for me should be brown, which... brown with a touch of ginger, I guess. Oh dear God, that's just unsettling. It was unsettling, now it's not so much unsettling when I look at the other ones. Do this. Just change the chop a bit. No, I gotta go this one. I like the horns better. I swear I'm more entertaining when people talk to me. Need a softer eye. That's pretty soft. I don't have heterochromia, but it makes sense why I couldn't see it then. Really cannot tell a difference until I do that. Okay, that's cool. Forgot I need to turn off notifications on this one. Forget how to do that. Yeah, I'll have the umbrella ring in just because it's part of that thing. We'll have it a nice, maybe a gold color. Yeah. Soft eyebrows. I'm not an angry looking person, I swear. Oop, the nose. Don't have a beak. I don't have an angry face, Faye. I'm trying to be nice and soft. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, I have no lip color. Because they're dragons. With a nice butterfly on my face? No. Go away. Go away, you notifications. I forgot how to disable you. Should I do face paint? Some of these are, yeah. I could definitely fill in my eyebrows. Obviously, I can change the color. That's a little too anime. I mean, I do kind of like some of these. What's the one just the forehead? Where was it? You mean the dots? This one? So I need to pay. Oh, this one. There we go. Alright. Now let's paint it up. It's got to be visible, at least. So these ones. I mean, my hair kind of does block it a little bit, but, you know. What do you think? So, this one. Nice smoky looking black. That's fine, I can pretty much read it. It is very smoky, so it doesn't come out that often, or it doesn't show that much. It's dark white. I think I might actually go with the black, because not that it doesn't show that well, but because it kind of accents it pretty decently. Yeah. Actually, hang on. By the way, that's my thick ass tail. Yes. Yeah, you can see his tail better now. Actually, they're not tats, they're scales. They're literally a part of his body. Ew. What do you think of this voice? Pretty decent, eh? Alright. That is that. Now I can confirm it to save the data. I mean, right, I was gonna buy a keyboard for this. Actually, let me zoom up. I can't do it now, but it's an umbral ring, and then I have heterochromia. One's black, and the other one's kind of like a reddish hue. The birth date, obviously. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5th umbral moon on the 21st. Algar. And these are the classes. We've got the Gladiator, which is one of the tank classes. Same with the Marauder. I'll actually put on their actual like outfits once we get to level 30. This is what the class outfits are supposed to look like. Yes. Stop updating. Why is it choosing now to update everything? Again, we won't be going with this one, but this one. Archer is right here. It becomes a bard at level 30, so that's why there's a harp on the back. This one is the one that I normally play. This is the Dragoon. Because I can stab people in the butt. This is what becomes the Monk. They have a few extra mechanics that I'm just not used to. Then we got the Disciples of Magic, which we have the White Mage. We've got the one that has the pets, the Arcanist, becomes a Summoner and whatever the heck they are after that. This is the only class that has 2 separate ascensions. And then we got the Black Mage. I mean, mages don't really have good outfits. I mean, this is stereotypical Black Mage. But I'm torn between this one and the Archer, because they're not... You had to pick the 2 that are going to be the most difficult for me, didn't you? It actually could be, because it does have a lot of debuffs. It has AoE stuff, more than some of the other ones, so... That's true. But they have, like, they have certain attacks that changes their forms, and some attacks that can't be used without a specific form. and it's a lot to keep track of. Well, the Arcanist, yeah, I have to manage a pet. And that's really, really hard on me. I do too. And I say pet, but it's actually a summon. Because you get Carbuncle. And then you get the eggies of the what do they? I can't remember what they call them here. Summons, basically. You get Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda, and later on you can sort of get Bahamut. But I'm torn between Thaumaturge and Archer because their mechanics are not that hard to keep track of. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely go with Archer. It'll be, they do have buffs and stuff. If I go with Thaumaturge, I'm basically just a straight up nuke. Yeah, I'm not supposed to take the, the front reins. I can tank as a Lancer. Wouldn't be able to tank as either of these guys. I really do like magic. Especially when you can kill your enemies with fire. And, oh, this isn't blocked, which is kind of weird. But I guess for those who want to play with me later on, this is the data center and the world I will be playing in. Okay. Oh fuck! You had to leave when I need to name my character. Also, sorry, language. I know. I can't name it Azeroth because I already have Azeroth. Tenebris. I think I spelled that right. I'm just gonna wait for the namer to come back. I want to name it what I normally name it. But again, I already have one. I could always name him one of his brothers. Or his uncle. No, he'd have to be a white mage to be one of his uncles. His dad. His dad's a powerful mage. Alright. I think, yeah, Twitch has definitely stabilized. Got the Commander Root, Lurix, and Windsock as always. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Let's move this over here. I think this is actually decent for a name. Keeping it in the not the right phrasing. Alright, once I see Faye is back, I'll definitely continue with this, so that way she doesn't miss a beat. But then again, tea does take a while. Shit. Oh, of course I've entered a block scene, you daft quince. I'm out of a block. What? It took you like half a second to... That was the most pointless block scene I've ever seen. Oh, I touched the touchpad and that happened. I have to move it off screen.
Here. Here. Feel.
Hydelin, don't be so friggin' cryptic. I'm gonna drop a meteor on your head. Hey, hey you. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though, don't worry. Chocobos! I remember Vampire Hunter D. It's been a while, though. You there, halt. What's all this about? Inspection. Men search the carriage. You brass blades. Friggin' dicks. Aw, Taz. Thank you, Taz. Oh, I forgot his voice already. Shit. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, at least I cut it out. Sir, look. Somnus that I pulled out of the back of my friggin' breeches. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? They're corrupt guards. You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in the dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Wah! Armja! Armja! To arms! To arms! Beastman. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go. All of you. That's justice right there. The dude just got punted. Actually, I can't say he got punted because he didn't get kicked, but he went flying. Phew. That excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see? Brother and sister, I can't tell which one's which. I've played this game a lot, I still can never remember which one's which. Brennan's the name and peddling's me trade. Also, if you want me to stop the voices, I can. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Money. I'm a dragon. I straight up have no voice. Fortune, eh? Then I reckon you'll fit right in where we're going. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whatever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. I mean, yeah, that was a silent one. I could have done that. And there's plenty to choose from, too. Whether it be weaving, alchemy, goldsmith, or mining. That interests you. Ulda's the place you can learn your trade. Yeah, this also has, like, you have to get a separate class straight up for crafting and gathering stuff. You can't just go out as an adventurer and do it. You have to go into as a class of its own, which is kind of fun, I think. I haven't done much of it, but it's kind of fun. Adventuring ain't just about killing things, after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead. That's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ulda? Star Wars: The Old Republic had its own classes for that? I don't remember that. No, technically it isn't. I've been here before. But of course it ain't. Okay, yeah, it's been a while since I played The Old Republic, so... Still, might be as this journeyed iterate has a few new things to teach you about your destination. Ahem. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds the real power. I mean, yeah, there's that too. I have so many things, it's hard to keep track of what does what. Them and their monstrous cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists aren't nothing if not loyal. That was a bit of a tongue twister, Jesus. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no signs of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Almuljah. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that properly. I don't think I ever will be. Couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. And we'll help them out eventually at some point, because they're not all dicks. They say war is a gift to the peddlers. Need, breed, and profit. And though it shames me to say, I am inclined to agree. I can't speak. At long last, behold Ul'dah, the jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. I'm going pirate slowly, which doesn't make sense because I'm not going to Limsa Lominsa, I'm going to
deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol
God, I
of
can
defiance.
stop doing that voice now.
Her name,
That's starting to kill my throat.
Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
I am very important. Here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. Yeah, there goes the twins. You never did tell me your name, though. But, hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of, oh my god, I cannot talk. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
This is a bit of a slower paced game than The Witcher, for example, but it's still fun. There's also the fact that there's 3 expansions. Each one has their own set of dungeons, their own raids, their own trials with summons to kill. Ow. That hurt. That sty is still killing me. Slowly but surely. Oi, Venture, over here. Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh, how can I tell? Heh. Name's Waymond, and my business is knowing every bugger's else. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcoming to our fair city? Free of charge, even just this once, like. Sure, if it's free. Controller, obviously, because I don't have a mouse and keyboard for this. Whoops. Ah, well, it's just accepting the initial quest. 'Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. Bullshit, I do. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you'll certainly get mugged or worse. And I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over there, over yonder, and pass through them double doors. You'll find her inside. She's so small and cute. And that's as much as you're That's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with adventure and adventurer. You have begun a quest. There we go. I'm gonna have that friggin' thing next to my name for a while. That's the jump button. Oh, I have to switch that around. Edit. Yeah. Look at her, she's so small and cute, ain't she? That I'm not going to ruin your experience by giving her a very Cockney voice. Yeah, I could have picked that race too. I just, you weren't here to tell me what race to pick. They're really cute, so. And you can play this game for free up to a certain point, and it's cross-platform. Why, hello there. Who might you be? Yeah, it's the trial version. I don't know what the level cap is. I want to say it's level 20, but I think they raised it since the expansions came out. If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it pleases you. If it please you, if it please you. Alright. Yeah. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ulda, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Sometimes I seem to be jumping ahead to places that aren't even in here. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'll soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Man, lady, you have no idea. Like our conflict with the Al-Mujah, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss, especially after Bahamut decided to fuck up the entire planet. We're in a desert. In a place that is basically a hive of scum and villainy. Why are, cat dancers a thing that surprises you? In skimpy outfits because, it's hot. Actually, the first females I came across were wearing scholar-like robes and her. So those are the third, fourth, and fifth females we came across. And it's a wonder it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. She does, but she's an adult. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for the realm that wasn't their own. Now, what they're talking about here, I should probably just throw this out, is back when this game first came out, it was a mess. It wasn't done well. I kind of liked it, but it was just like, So, they got the idea that instead of just leaving it as it was or shutting it down completely, they were going to do something about it in an epic way. So when the Garlean Empire invaded, they decided, well, let's bring down one of the moons. And inside of it was Bahamut. The moon cracked open, and it destroyed a lot of stuff. It reshaped the landscape. It was this huge thing in the middle of a war. That's kind of what I wanted to actually show before I actually got into the stream, but it didn't let me. So that was the point where once that happened, the game shut down. So they could fix the game, make it into what it is now. And that's when it went from Final Fantasy XIV to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And the adventurers were the characters that we played. Became known as the Warriors of Light, and if I still had an account associated with that, and I had played it as much as I had wanted to, I could actually get a Warrior of Light tattoo on the back of my neck. They fought gallantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the Calamity itself. The characters don't actually die, you know, whole thing, they get teleported away, blah blah blah. Again, that's in the opening movie that I wanted to show you. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the mid-ray sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. Yeah, she does have nice writing in her dialogue. It's very refined and easy to do a voice for. Now, once I get to the Sultanate, oh boy, you're gonna experience some cockney. It does. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'll happily let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spreading and bickering like the old days. And the happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Merlin Tenebrous, eh? I can never remember if it's supposed to be N-E or N-A. Oh well. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Mr. Tenebrous. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12's is my witness, I swear to you. I'll bring you your money. That dude just looks evil. In the East, it's said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You too, attend to the scum. He does. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice, about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Merlin. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. A lot of this, as well, is just talking. Complete. Funny enough, if we had the introductory game tutorial, if we had picked Archer, we would have started in Gridania. New Gridania specifically, and it's a much more forest area. Well, it's surrounded by forest. And here, if you do ever decide to at least try it out, the little flamey one. That's actually not uncommon. But the little flamey one here means main quest. Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here and you'll reach the Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Merlin? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Thaumaturgus Guild over at Arzenith Augury. God, I hope I said that right. Assuming that scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. Oh, this scepter ain't just for show. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over in the Steppes of Thal. Goods from across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale in Ul'dah as long as you got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Merlin. I've done that once or twice. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Ciceroga? Fuck. And give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you all about the markets once he's read it. And in short, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Thaumaturgus Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple! Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. Hey, bringing in the viewers. A lot of folk are lured to this city by promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after Gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with a smith over yonder. These lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's about time you got going. I kind of slipped out of her voice for a bit, I realized. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way, I won't spend my days worrying. That you're down to your small cloth without a gill to your name. Hi guys, please stop staring at me. I have 16 mail. Yeah, I'm just gonna not. And now we can see actual people. Now there is a Moogle around here that I have to talk to get all that freaking mail. Ladies. Greetings, tall one. I'm a delivery Moogle, Koopo. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why would they ever agree to carry letters? Why, indeed. If I had it my way, I'd be curled up under a canopy of nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mogulette with a rainbow-colored pom-pom, Kupo. But no. The moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all of that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs. Which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch us and skin us, like you do with every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we found our calling. It's a Moogle. They actually appear in every Final Fantasy game, usually doing delivery stuff. You can actually fight them in this one, but only King Moogle and only as a trial. I can actually, sort of. But to get a better angle at some point. But they're adorable. And I personally promise to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Yeah, I know I'm running low on storage space. Look what we have here. 16 new letters have arrived just for you, Kupo. Yep. Thank you for choosing Final Fantasy. I get the Helm of Light. I get a baby behemoth. They kind of are. They're like bats. Not all of the Final Fantasies have them this cute. Thank you for playing. Behemoth barding from a chocobo. This is a coral bell. A lot of this is just because this is my account that I play on, or tried to play on normally. So I do have some gifts for just having been subscribed for so long. I get a wind-up cursor and a Fantasia. Fantasias are used to change your character. I will show you. A black chocobo chick, and some of the uniform vouchers. A fat chocobo whistle. Wind-up Moogle. I get Cloud's outfit. Enclosed is a 4-piece set of attire. May it... Never mind. Yeah, you get quite a few minions. The Baron Helm. Griffin Horn. Wind-up Cane. And another Fantasia. Wild Rose Bandana. Cuirass. Arm God. Breeches. Boots. Tantalus Vest. Cuffs. Breeches and boots. Oh, that's right. These ones usually have their own thing. Warning. A rose by any other name would not smell as sweet. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. And then this one said, be your own canary. Red Mage. May they help you forget all about the Blue Mage. All about Blue Mage. People didn't like Blue Mage that much. It's still a fun class though. Screw everybody else. A chicken knife. This is a Red Mage thing, so I can't use it. A Sildra horn and a wind-up Bartz. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And this is Squall stuff. Squall's stuff, and a Fran. Ooh, we'll get a wind-up Fran. Hey, wait a minute. I'm supposed to have a bike. I know I have a bike. But I don't have the key. Oh. Come on. Yeah, there was a lot. Okay, I guess I'm not going to be getting my bike, which is fine. Bun Bun with some nice armor. Yeah, 7. I really should set that there later, but I'm going to do this. Got a lot of Bun Buns. Baby, a bomb boko. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Mamodi of the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Fuck you. That's not funny. Apologies, but I do relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. The crystalline agglomeration... brain, no like word... tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you've heard of the return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eosia, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Salt and its borders, it would be prudent for you to turn yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or teleportation or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. I should be, but I won't be. You have attuned with aetherite. You now use return, which has an hour-long cooldown. Oh. I should probably summon some of my minions. I mean, the cane kind of looks cute, but I like having the Moogle. The Moogle's adorable. That's right, I don't have my ship either. What the hell? I'm supposed to have a boat. Or an airship, I should say. Alright, I should be able to come out here and check out some of the mounts. Okay, good, it did let me out. Mapping the realm, Western Thanalan. Alright. So we got our Fat Chocobo, our Coral, our Griffin, our Saldra, and our Grotty. I don't remember getting Grotty, actually. I can't summon mounts yet. Yeah, I have to do a thing in order to be able to summon mounts. But that's a thing for later. I have to run everywhere like a freaking pleb. But I can. I remember. There we go. General. I can sprint. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here this day, friend. I see that you harbor arcane ambitions, though your journey has scarcely begun. Within these hallowed hallows the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics... Primals, that's what they're called in this game. Primals, not summons. Primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know of our beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited its traditions from the ancient Baleda Dia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of the illustrious sorcerers are ultimately entrusted to the priests in the order of Naldthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Lots of talking. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the arts we know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse a corpse. A bolt of lightning to expel the sins of a mortal life. The Dweomers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally effective when applied to the living. It is for this reason that we are feared and respected in equal measure. Dweomers. Thank you. Thus does our guild thrive, ensconced in the catacombs of the Anzareth Alzuri, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. Shut up. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guildmaster that you possess the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our must-esteem mages, say the word. Well, adventurer, would you like to join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? Jesus. Yes, I shall accept, and I shall get raisins. Boy, do I love raisins. A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thermatological principle. All 108 of them. I will blow you up. Or at least I would, if such requirements have not been abolished. Too great a deterrent for fresh novices, I said. I suppose you'll just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild masters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Coco. Kokobi? Kokoboyoga. Coco Boy Bigo? Coco Bigo. I believe. You don't even know The name of your own guildmaster? Yes, it's hard to freaking say, but Jesus. I've got Kokobani, Kokoboha, Kokobezi, and Kokobuki. Hey, welcome back, Infirm House. How you doing? Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth, man. Did your mother never tell you to not startle a thaumaturge? Yeah, thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. I want to smack every single one of you for having a dumb name. Oh, that's actually going pretty well. It's a little smoky in here, but, you know, that's what happens when you live with smokers. This gentleman is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking an audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Prelate Yayaki. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen from memory, but the simple task of keeping our name straight seems to be beyond her grasp. Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not to mock your mistake. It is our sibling, Kokobuki, with whom you should speak. That's a black mage. What's this? What's this? Great Thal has led us a new aspirant. Ah, Kokobuki. You're here the entire time. Yeah, just kind of off in the corner. Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say, the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge Guild, because you're a black mage, not a thaumaturgist anymore. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succulent. Why do you have to say such pompous words? Understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capabilities of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. I should just not speak English anymore. The thaumaturgist calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy secrets. For advancements in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials, like killing bugs and squirrels. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yes. Why is no automatically selected? I'll never understand, because everybody wants to collect all the jobs. A confident response. Your name, if you will? Very well, Merlin. Let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star mobbits, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Thank God that's done with. I was about to say 400 friggin' MP to cast Blizzard 1 is a lot, but I have 10,000 MP. Also, hopefully the quality is coming through pretty decently. I am running an MMO and streaming at the same time from the same device, so No. Guess that's the one I'll go for. I'm not even close enough yet. Doo-doo-yoop-a-doo. And powerful blast. Astral Fire and Umbral Ice are special status effects which allow thaumaturgists to continuously deal devastating amounts of damage while still conserving their MP reserves. Casting one of the fire spells gives the thaumaturgist the effect of Astral Fire, which increases the... That dude just ran by with a fire wolf and I want it. Which increases the potency and MP cost of further fire spells. At the same time, it lowers the potency and MP cost of blizzard spells, but prevents the natural or spell-assisted gradual restoration of MP. Conversely, casting one of the blizzard spells gives the thaumaturgist the effect of Umbral Ice, which decreases the MP cost of ice spells while increasing the speed at which an MP naturally recovers. At the same time, it lowers the potency and MP cost of fire spells. As a thaumaturgist progresses in level, the number of Umbral Ice and Astral Fire effects which can be stacked at one time increases. The larger the stack, the more powerful the effect. Learning when to switch between fire and ice is key to being successful in extended battles. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, player attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on the contribution to the battle. Obviously. Yeah, it's just... yeah. Binding items. Alright, so I did that. And that's literally all that's over here. I have to go to the other part of Ul'dah to get the rest of them. Yeah, it's good to see that you're doing good. Glad to see you here. Sorry, I got a little distracted with the explanation of fire and ice. What the hell is that? Road to 70. Experience earned while below 70 is dramatically increased. Oh, that's not so bad. We're on the road to level 70. Oh boy, that doubled that. But almost kills it in one shot. Dude. Where's the other guys? Should be around here somewhere. A little bit. Okay, there's some over here. Cowardly Challenger. What's the level for this? Yeah, it's not the worst level for me. I don't think I should be able to do it, but I'll at least die trying. Try that again. I am. I'm running away. If I leave the circle, she won't be able to attack me. Yeah, I figured that would happen, but I wanted to try. Ooh, these shrews are a little high level. And right at the range. Level 3! That's 2 of those. Let's see if I can get the 3rd one before my thing runs out. Oh. They do. Especially with the road to 70 effect on me. There's a fake going on and no one's paying any attention to it. Oh well, it's that time of day, it's really not that late. At the very least, I don't have to keep looking at my computer to see what time it is. It is set to proper time. The music in this game too is really wonderful. Oh, fine, I'll talk to you. You got a quest for me. Experience is good. You're new. Huh. Now I need some Moogle stuff for that, but okay. That was interesting. That is definitely a new thing. I has a letter for you. Thank you. And they really upped the cooldown on sprinting, because it used to be 30 seconds. Sprinting used to be such an easy thing to do. You should have tuned to this. I'm sorry, did you just pull out a sword on me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Punk. Kokobuki, I am back. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Merlin, I formally welcome you to the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Now, I have here a tome that shall serve you as a hunting log. As the name suggests, its pages are filled with records of enemies you slay. The log also contains the name of such adversaries that will challenge and improve your skills as a thaumaturge. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. Really need to learn how to read properly. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. I gotta be level 5 before I can do that again. Anymore with him. And now I have my hunting logs. Now I can get experience for killing things more than I normally do, as hunting logs go. They should be starting their Christmas thing soon, actually. Ooh. Yeah, once I get to, I think it's level 15, I'll have the ability to unlock the other classes, so I am not locked to this class. And there are other classes to unlock, like there's Blue Mage, which you have to do in the middle of a, you just find it out in the field. Then there is, I think Dancer is one of the ones as well. I could be wrong on that. But you have classes that you unlock naturally. There's Rogue and Ninja, which I can get actually as soon as I go to Limsa Laminsa. There's going to be Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian. Then they have Samurai and Red Mage. And the newest expansion unlocked Gunbreaker, which is kind of a cool one. Oh, Miss Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. Purple-haired bastard. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You'll stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable market in the Sultanate. Marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageous Being advantageously situated in relation to other city-states, Ul'Dah's markets have served as both the literal and figurative center of Eorzean commerce. All great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldrin passes through our ports. You have ports? Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'Dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there is something you seek, adventurer. Again, you can play up to a certain point for free. Don't even have to buy the base game, it's just download it and there you go. A deadlier sword, perhaps, a shiny, a trinket, whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. Then to the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Fair. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you shall receive from me, and far too much for my taste. Regards to Momodi, now off with you. There's an ether right here to attune with. Ethernet shard. Luckily doing this doesn't cost me any money. And I gotta remember to get the one outside of Momodi's place. Honestly, I do think you'd have a lot of fun playing this game. So I am slightly, nudging you towards that direction. I'm just not saying, hey, pay money to play this if you don't know if you like it, because I'm not that kind of a dick. But because it's free, I highly suggest, trying it out. I think you would really enjoy it. I really do. It's so pretty, and the dungeons and stuff are so vibrant and awesome. How was your tour of the city, Merlin? Get lost, did you? No, not really. Aye, well, Ul'Dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So go exploring. Explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Or so when you go exploring. Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here in the quicksand. What do we must rebuild. I need to be level 4. Yeah. And I mean, you only got to see this race, which, if I had waited a little bit to start streaming, you would have seen all of the races. When you do play for the free one, like just to start out, you are limited to the base ones, which is human, elven, whatever the other one is, and those guys. Why am I here? I don't want to be here. It's where I went, but it's not what I meant. No, I didn't mean it that way. It's just like, you know, I started early, and I didn't know you were going to be late, so you would have seen more. It'll be nice when I can make my own emotes. But I don't know if I need to be a partner or an affiliate for that. But I do have some. I got the Hap. Okay. Alright, let's kill me some hornets. I don't remember how many of these I'm supposed to kill. I think it's 3 at first, maybe it's 5. Find out here in a second. That's 3. Oh god, I gotta see what that does. Oh, that's the wrong one. Transpose. Swaps Ashal Fire with a single Umbral Ice, or Umbral Ice with a single Ashal Fire. Well, it's not a bad skill to have. There's gotta be some more in my hunting log around here somewhere. I am level 4, I could start this, but, you know. We've got to kill some things. What's this over here? I mean, if that's all it is, just kill a bunch of these guys. Oh, crap. Give me that fire! Oh, there he is. No. You are not getting me in your spray. Nope. Hello and welcome to the stream. We're just killing some Fs. Some weird lizard things, whatever you want to consider these things. Oh, I'm out of mana. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, at least didn't hurt that much. Not bad, a bit of experience, and we got 2 level 5 with that. One extra level above to go back and talk to Momodi. Actually, 2 levels above. This was locked to level 4. I couldn't do level 4. I need to go north. What am I doing? Wait, am I going the right way? I am going the right way, thank God. I haven't played in a while, I'm a little confused. Dragon Magnus. Yep, sure, whatever. Actually, yeah, I should, I have stuff I can equip. This one. And then... Ooh, I have a Ring of Fortune. And I have a Maple Shield. Yes. That is good. I look kind of badass. Only kind of, though, because the helmet kind of throws everything off. But now I'm a true warrior of light. Excuse me while I run over your shit. May have a few time to go venture beyond the walls. The bustling streets of Uldar are one thing, but the wilds of Thanland, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you, names of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Uldal Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanland. Just head out the door, across the hall, and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you. But feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. He's over this way. I am going to have to move that at some point. That's just kind of in the way, isn't it? The snapping shrews are my enemy. This is snapping shrew B. This one's to C. Ooh, almost a level from that too. Papa Sean! It's been a while. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. You'll be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect, I am Papa Sean, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I am truly no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. This devastation was vast. Yet now true talk long enough that I'm actually getting a yawn. Which usually happens way before now. Yet now true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brow and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Uldar to the grandeur and majesty you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brother and friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Yes. Give me that sweet, sweet level up. What does that one do? Is that just a debuff? Deals lightning damage with a potency of 30. Damage over time. Use over time. You cast when it was target. And it gets affected by neither of the things. Alright. Station Master Papa Sean has a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. Just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. Dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and featherbeds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It ain't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps me when I feel like killing myself. Jesus Christ. Went from 0 to 100 there, Papa Sean. 0 to a goddamn 100. Yes, I like something salty and dry out in the desert when I feel like I'm already wanting to kill myself from the heat and dryness. Halt, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Alright. State your name and business. Twilight Pretzel from Papa Sean. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks and tell him that... Look, I wish I could repay the favor. Woo! Stern Sultana Swan. Western front, clear. Eastern front, clear. For me, from Papa Sean, Twilight Pretzel. My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. No wonder the Syndicate's winning. This will probably be the actual last thing I do, because I just realized the time and I gotta get ready for work. 12 save me, scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Not if this Twilight Pretzel has anything to do about it. Twilight Pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Yeah. I really wish I could stream for longer, but I'm not one of the ones that can go and, you know, just quit everything to stream. It's just not something that I'm able to do. Lucky bastards that can. You've returned with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan Sworn sentries? Yeah, it really does. Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing. Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles, then. And stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. Almost another level. Merlin, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver the pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. We'll do this and then, you know, bugger off. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her to see to her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. Yeah, when the Sultana has run away. That cannot happen, Merlin. It must not. I need you to help me find her. And then we get cockney with it. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but that land is vast and there's only so many of us. The young noble woman's name is Lady Liara. Liliara. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. He is. They all are. Yeah, except for the dicks. So I'm going to return to the Steps of Nald so I get some EXP bonuses while I'm logged off. On top of what I already have. And we will call it a stream. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see everybody tomorrow for more. Because I really, really hope this... Ooh. That was a weird thing. Yeah, not a problem at all. I have 2 other characters, so if you do ever want to... Yeah. But yeah, if you ever want to... If you do play this and you ever want to play, I can definitely help you out with a little bit of healing, a little bit of tanking. So, just let me know. Anyway, I'll see everybody tomorrow. I should probably end the stream because it's going to do a weird thing. I didn't... Let me just... There you go. Bye-bye.